Hi, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. My name's Dave. I'm going to take you through a program called Hard Drive Engine. When you launch Hard Drive Engine, what's going to come up is the 1, 2, 3 process on how to manipulate the program and load and check out your hard drives. So what is Hard Drive Engine? What does it do? Why do we care about it? Why does it exist? It's a utility. It does a few different things, but the main purpose of this is to get an idea of if your hard drive is working well, if your hard drive is failing, if your hard drive may fail. Hard drives are constantly monitoring themselves. They're diarying, keeping a journal of what's going on. They know how long. I'm going to go ahead and load the drives, my C drive here, which is a solid state drive, but they know how long they've been running for and power on hours. They have information about moved errors, slow sectors, uncorrectable errors, all kinds of information. This is a solid state drive, so how they're going to report SMART is a little bit different. They'll give you ideas about how many gigabytes have been written, if there's any moved sectors, the wear level of the NAND. The NAND does wear. They actually make solid state drives with NAND wear leveling in mind. They use XORing to move the sectors around so they're used evenly throughout the drive, and it's just not hitting the same sectors over and over and wearing them out. Thus comes trim. Trim is a function that actually will get rid of all your data. If you format a drive, it will open all the gates. It's less wear on the NAND, and it expands the life cycle of your solid state drive. But moreover, we're going to kind of look at hard drives more so than solid state drives. I just plugged in a Seagate backup plus 2 terabyte. You're going to see right here that the boot partition shows up, but the data partition doesn't show up when I load it into my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and spool through the system here for new drives that have been plugged in, and I'm going to see my boot drive. And after this runs through the process, I should see this Seagate backup plus drive. It's going to take a minute. So there it is. It's a ST2000 LM007. They come in all kinds of flavors. 2000 LM007, as you see, 24, 35, all kinds of different revisions made in different countries, etc. But we can see this drive has failed. It's been powered on for 40,446 errors. It has 163 moved sectors, slow sectors, it's saying it's absent. It may have overflowed the list. Pending sectors, basically these are sectors that the drive either hasn't gotten around to moving yet or it can't move. When it's absolutely been reported, and this is kind of matching, that the sector cannot be moved, it cannot be read, it's going to show up as an uncorrectable error. So this drive is something I encounter on the phones a lot when I talk to customers after hours. They'll tell me that they see their drive, they can see their data, but when they go to transfer their data, everything goes sideways. And why is that? Well, this tool is exactly what you would need to diagnose it. This tool is telling us right now that this drive, the diary of this drive, the journal is telling us that we have some type of problem with I/O, with read-write errors inside of this hard drive. And so the way hard drives work is there are multiple surfaces that are going to be read. So if this drive, for the sake of simplicity, has 2 platters, there will be 4 surfaces. A top surface, a bottom, a top, and a bottom. So therefore, there will be 4 read-write heads. Now we could have 1, 2, 3 read-write heads working absolutely fine, and the 4th read-write head has been compromised. What we find often with these LMs is that They tend to, when they come in and they are failed, they're stuck to the platter surface. They did not make it back off to the parking clasp, and the drives can't even spin up. That's usually what we see when these drives come in. The heads are stuck smack dab on top of the platter surface, and they're bonded pretty well, and the spindle motor doesn't have enough torque to lift the heads back up off the surface and get it spinning again, which is good, because that would actually foster scratching to the platter surface, and that's the last thing you want to have happen to a drive if you want to get your data back. So what may have happened to this drive is that it had some type of intermittent power problem, because it's plugged straight into the USB port, derives power directly from the USB port, spun down slightly. One of the heads may have come in contact with the platter, caused slight damage to either the platter or the head itself, and over time that kind of exasperated into a situation where this head is only working intermittently, may not be able to read an area of the surface where there is some light scratching, so forth and so on. So this is a tool that is here to help, whether it's technicians, home users, whoever it may be, find out what type of problem they have with their hard drive.